Hello and welcome to TA for Traders on Monday the 3rd of April. I'm Nigel Croft. Excuse me. In this short video we'll be looking at the oil price. So we'll be looking at WTI crude and Brent crude and analysing the charts and deciding what technical analysts will be thinking at this point. Thank you. So here we have the picture on the daily, and this is the Brent. Now I'm showing you this first because I think this is the chart that shows the key technicals the best. Obviously the WTI and the Brent charts do look very similar, and you can see on the pullback at in the middle of March, we found support at this red line, which is the 200-day moving average. We've had a move up from there. Technical analysts will be pleased that that moving average held, and they'll be very pleased that it bounced off there. People look at moving averages all the time, and one of the key areas that they look at them not only the direction, but they create support resistance levels, and you can see that the supports from the uptrend in 200-day has held, and so very positive that it moved up. They'll also be pleased that the downtrend in 20-day moving average gave very little resistance, and now they'll be looking at the 50-day moving average at 54.34 for the next resistance level. The RSI potentially had a double bottom and then bounced. That's good. Also the fact it's above 50 is good, and the MACD have rolled and started to flash a buy signal just as the market bounced off that 200-day. Where do we go from here on this daily? And obviously I've already mentioned the resistance from the downtrend in 50-day moving average. Above there you can see this solid level of range trading. All this is where buyers and sellers were equally matched for the long period of time. That is now resistance. The market would find it very hard to get above that resistance quickly, and so it's centered around the 56. So really from the 50-day at 54 all the way middle of the range 56, but really all the way up to these higher levels 57.30, big band of resistance, and that will cause problems. On the longer term picture you can see that band of resistance there. This is the weekly chart. You can see that we bounced off the 50-week moving average, which is virtually equivalent to 200-day. The 20-week average is actually moving up, so if we can get above there, that would be a good and could give a push, but I just can't see this resistance being broken. The RSI and the MACD on this weekly are actually slightly more negative. You can see a downtrend here on the RSI, and you can see that on the MACD, this lower chart, that the shorter term is below the longer term, which is a negative indicator. So the weekly is slightly negative. Now let's look at the shorter term, and this is the 4-hour chart. So each bar on this chart represents 4 hours trading, and you can see that the 200 4-hour average is causing resistance, is downtrending, and we're having difficulty getting above it. That's quite intriguing. The RSI, because of that, is rolling over, and so's the MACD. Technical analysts will be trading this level now. If it bounces up to this 200 4-hour average, they'll be selling, and that could give the push down after this rally that could take it back down. On the support would come in at the 24-hour average, which is at 52.79, but they will be slightly negative on that. So overall on this oil picture you would be slightly cautious, I'd say, in the short term, and they'd be expecting the resistance on the upside to hold, and looking for short-term opportunities to sell the market. That's what technical analysts would be looking at, and perhaps that's the way we should look at it as well. On the support resistance levels on Brent, as I said, on the supports, we've had the bounce from the 200-day. That's at 50.81, and the support at 50.06, and then the resistance levels at 55.34, the 50-day, then 56.61. What I'll quickly do is show you the similarity between the Brent and the WTI. So that's the Brent daily, and here we have the no we don't, here we have the WTI daily. So you can see the picture looks the same. Perhaps the WTI fell below the 200-day more than the Brent, which is why I showed you the Brent. But overall, the pictures, as I said, that's Brent, WTI. I'll do that again. Brent, WTI. And so the pictures are very similar. So I'm just not going to repeat what I've said. I'll quickly show you the support resistances on the WTI crude. So the 200-day there didn't quite give us much support, but we have bounced above it now. That will give support on the downside, 58.64, then 47.11, and on the upside, the resistance at the 50-day, 51.62, and then at 53.77. So this has been TA for Traders on Monday, 3rd of April, looking at the oil markets. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll be back more with some other videos on single stocks. Thank you for watching. Please do remember that the advice that I give in these videos is my opinion only. It's not meant to be an investment recommendation, and it's for educational purposes only. Please do look at the disclaimer. Thank you.